Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your reading. I hope you're doing okay. As soon as I sat down, I felt a little bit tense, on edge. I feel like I'm a little bit thick in my throat, like I am not getting sick, but kind of. So I hope you're okay, Scorpio. Let's see. Someone might be feeling like they're not heard or not able to communicate, or someone just doesn't want me to do these readings. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. What are the messages for Scorpio right now? How is Scorpio feeling? So once. You've been very focused on your future lately, Scorpio, and here you're I feel like you are trying to protect your future, maybe with the Seven of Wands. We also see the Queen of Swords. Again, I'm getting like having to defend your choices here a little bit. I'm getting like, oh, just wait and see. Like, I am ready for this. I don't know if there's people who aren't like, who don't believe in you right now, Scorpio. There might be people who are doubting you and you are trying to explain like, no, I am ready for this. It could be like a huge decision, like maybe you are, it could be anything, like perhaps you're moving abroad or moving out, or maybe you're having children, or I feel like it could be something big that people are like maybe asking you to be patient about, or you are asking them to be patient, like just wait and see. Because I feel like you're standing there ready. Oh. Okay. Ten of Swords, Four of Wands. Scorpio, this thing that we keep coming back to, right? This connection that is dead right now. Maybe I spoke too soon. Seven of Wands. Something here could be, it could be a blockage, so that you're not ready yet. And this past situation that is currently dead, like there has been a situation, some door closed, and I feel like it could be a blockage for you right now because you're not really moving on, and I feel like it could have been a breakup of some sort with the Four of Wands, like someone you felt really connected to that you're no longer, I mean, getting involved with at all, it seems. Yeah, you're not talking right now. Six of Pentacles in the bottom, with the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. I'm wondering if you are asking for help here, or if you are trying to listen to your gut here. You could be looking for guidance in the situation. The Six of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. There's something about advice, but I'm not sure if you're giving it or if you're taking it. I get the sense that you're giving advice, but you are the one who needs it. Does that make sense to you? Here we have the Four of Swords again. So something about you're not talking, you want to give advice or you want advice. And perhaps it could be from this person or to this person. And I just saw the Eight of Cups now in the bottom, so... what is Scorpio's situation right now? Conflict. Perhaps with yourself. Over how to deal with the situation. Eight of Cups, the Devil showed up. So you could be really challenging yourself right now, like how do I deal with this situation that happened, or a disagreement here is causing someone to leave, or that was what happened. And now I feel like there's some sort of like limbo that you're stuck in with the Devil, or like you can't stop thinking about this, like it consumes you, the situation. Yeah, you're trying to keep stay strong here with the Star card, with strength. You're trying to like keep it together and not let it consume you, or you're trying not to let it show that it's consuming you. I feel like maybe, like I said in the beginning, maybe that is causing tension for you, and maybe that's why you feel like, oh, I cannot talk about this, or I don't want to talk about this, but I feel like you need to. I feel like you want advice, but you don't want to appear like you need advice. Like you don't want to admit, like, I feel like this in this situation. But secretly you're wishing for a reunion, or, yeah, in private. You have a lot of feelings. You care a lot, Scorpio. We have the Empress here. I really see you caring a lot about this situation, and Scorpio, we have the King of Wands. So something about like take action, and speak up. It's getting to the point where it's overwhelming now with the Ten of Wands. It's overwhelming. We have two kings here begging you to take some sort of action when it comes to this silence. Because I'm not getting like any... From the other person, I'm not really getting like that there was I want to say not hostility, but I feel like it was bickering. That's what I'm getting with the Five of Wands. Like it was a stupid argument that led to some sort of break here between the two of you, and now you cannot stop thinking about the situation, and you want to ask for guidance, but you don't want to admit to having these feelings or these wishes, or the fact that you cannot let it go. I feel like maybe you want to appear very strong. Like you're not sharing that with other people. You're trying to appear like, oh, I got everything under control. Everything's going the way that I'm expecting them to. But actually you are drained by this. And, here I'm just definitely getting like... Someone needs to make the first move, right? And also with the kings, I feel like there's a lot of pride, like not wanting to tell on themselves. Like if the other person came to you and they were like, hey, I want to like I want to patch things up with you, like I want to fix things between the two of us, then I feel like you would be like, hell yeah, I want to do that too. But you don't want to admit to it first, and now it's getting like super heavy for you here with the Ten of Wands. That's a lot of cards. Queen of Cups, and then we have the Ten of Cups along with a bunch of other cards. Every message sign right now is just pointing towards like, because here we have another card of communication and taking initiative and moving things, like things moving forward and fast too, like escalating things, make something happen with the wands, and ending this cycle that you're in right now with this person or situation. Ending that silence, I just see it being rewarding. With the Magician, it's like you don't need to wait for anything, or there's no timing involved. It's kind of just like this cycle right now is just perhaps you've been waiting with the Magician to feel like you have everything in order before making any moves, or that is what you want to do because you feel as though that would be more rewarding than being impulsive, and maybe that is correct. I'll leave that up to you to decide. But I think completing this cycle, which it seems like the only way to do that is to break the silence and also not be so full of pride with the Queen of Cups, to show that you are feeling the feelings that you are feeling. Like show your emotions and be vulnerable and open with how you're feeling, instead of acting like, oh, this is exactly how I wanted things to be. I see 3 kings right now on the table, like as a lot of pride, and I feel like that is a facade, especially with the 4 of Pentacles. Like you're hiding behind this seriousness and protecting your feelings. But I feel like, why don't you want to open up about this, Scorpio? Do you feel... Well, I guess it's the pride. But still, don't you have... I hope you have a close friend that you could speak to that wouldn't judge you about this. Some advice for Scorpio in this situation, please, because I feel like this is a very common theme for you right now, Scorpio. 2 of Wands again. So Two of Wands, 10 of Wands. It's a lot of Wands energy. A lot of... There we have the King of Wands again. Oh, perfect. 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands, Chariot, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. Scorpio, I feel like the time is now. Whatever you have been trying to build up, I feel like it's just time. It's like you're standing here and I think you're trying to picture the situation, like you're overthinking it. You have no idea what the outcome will be until you're at that point. I'm getting that you are ready to move forward here and actually take initiative. Be brave, be bold, be strong. No, honestly, you know what? Let's pull one of the either creatures that I finally learned how to pronounce thanks to one of my viewers. I appreciate you. Oh, that was fast. The Sylph. And then we have the Meerbach in the bottom. Take a look. Take a little look. Let's find them. Let's start with the Sylph. And usually this is some sort of advice. And this is the Sylph. It's air element, universal orchestration, intellect, knowledge, meaning, foresight, taking responsibility for one's own life experience. That is exactly what I'm seeing here. Because you're ready with the 3 of Wands. If a Sylph makes itself known to you, divine orchestration is at play. The Sylph has knowledge of all parts of the universe and of how they connect to one another. This means the Sylph can orchestrate these pieces to bring about whatever effect they wish. You don't see the full picture of what is occurring yet, which is why you may be ignorant or even resistant to what is occurring. But you can be sure that what is occurring is in fact in the best interests of everyone involved. Oh, let yourself be played like a chess piece belonging to the universe at large. Allow yourself to become part of the bigger plan. Your own well-being is part of that bigger plan. You just don't know from your current perspective. You just don't from your current perspective see how what you are experiencing now will lead you to what you are wanting. You just don't know. You just don't from your current perspective see how what you are experiencing now will lead you to what you're wanting. Okay. Alright, let's look this one up immediately too. The Meerbach. I want to know if you've heard of these ones. So the Meerbach is all forms of expression, communication, declaration, announcement, articulation, utterance, verbalization, display. Okay. It says you must express yourself. What type of mental, emotional, or physical expression calls to you at this time? This is not the time to keep it in or act stoic. Oh my god. This is not the time to be silent. Oh my god, Scorpio. The Meerbach especially loves to come to those who need to communicate. So what's it that you might need to communicate and to whom? The Meerbach assists you with any kind of expression, such as verbal expression, facial expression, communication, artistic expression, self-expression, physical expression, and emotional expression. You may greatly benefit from expressing your emotions. Emotional expression is about telling the whole truth, not just parts of it. You have to know the whole truth about how you feel in order to express it. For this reason, it might be a good idea to do the following emotional expression exercise. Pick a situation that is upsetting you, and as if you were bleeding yourself dry of emotion and thoughts, write down everything through each of the following emotional states. 1. Anger. 2. Pain. 3. Fear. 4. Understanding. 5. Love. While doing so, don't move on until you feel that you have expressed and exhausted all thoughts and emotions that correspond to each emotional layer. Remember that emotions are healthy, so don't express any So don't suppress any emotions that come up. Let yourself get really mad, let yourself cry with ugly sobbing, and let yourself feel hope. Let yourself fully experience whatever emotions come to the surface without judgment. In order to help the flow of truth, you can use the following prompts. Anger. What am I angry about? Whom do I blame and why? What do I feel resentment for and why? It makes me so mad when blank. I'm completely fed up with blank. I hate blank. And then they have a bunch for pain, fear, understanding, love. I don't know if you want to hear all of that, but I think you get the gist of it. By digging down through these emotions using this technique, you reach your full truth. Once you have that deepest truth about how you feel in your situation, you can directly address that and express that to others. Make yourself known. Oh my, Scorpio! That was really interesting actually with the mirror block there, because that is what we spoke about. That it's time for you to finally communicate and open up how you feel and express your feelings. That was some confirmation right there. I think in this situation with these two cards combined, that is telling me I think intuition is telling you to actually have this communication and move forward, but your pride is kind of like, no, I don't want to give in to my feelings. I don't want to be the one who gives up or gives in. I want to appear strong, independent, very independent here with all of the kings. I do not want to, expose myself and be like, hey, I actually hated this situation and I miss you, because you're scared of what the other person feels, I think. Because if you knew that the other person missed you too, I don't think you would be acting like everything's okay when it's not, and maybe the other person is also doing it. But yeah, this was heavy confirmation, and I think the self is like, dude, you do not have to resist this. You do not have to, like, this feeling that you have is not wrong. You're not being guided towards this person for no reason. I also want you to be very have some awareness. Of course, as always, I don't know why I'm saying this, but if this reading is not for you, I mean, this reading is for you if the person that we are discussing isn't inherently a bad person or someone who has mistreated you. I feel like I have to give that warning just so I'm not like, yeah, you should be with this person who mistreated you for years or cheated on you and stuff. Like, if that's the person you're thinking of, then this is not the reading for you, unfortunately. Unfortunately, just so you know that I'm not... No, that did not work at all. Just so you know that I do not want you to run back to someone who's not a good person. Okay, anyway, having that out of the way, because I feel like this may be an old friend or an ex or some. I feel like this ended in like a stupid way. Like that was stupid. Like we should reconnect, but then there's pride in the way. Yeah, and yeah, this is not the time, Scorpio, to suppress everything. This is not the time to act like everything is fine. At this point, I feel like you know exactly what to do, Scorpio. We've had this, because it's coming out very strongly, right, Scorpio? This connecting with someone from the past and there being a blockage that is usually in your head. I don't know, I feel like maybe it's just anxiety. I feel some sort of anxiety, and that is, you could be feeling anxiety over the situation and not sure what to say, even if you want to say something. Because I'm not seeing many swords either. We did see the King of Swords, of course, but I'm mostly seeing wands wands. But yeah, I think, because now I felt like, oh, I don't know what to say right now. Like I felt a bit choked up, and that's, you may be like, okay, I'm ready now, and then when you go to try and communicate with this person, you're like, but I don't know what to say. I don't know how to start. But Scorpio, simplify it. With the 10 of Wands, simplify it. It doesn't have to be a lot. You don't have to explain yourself in a text message, or it doesn't have to be like a whole paragraph. You can just be like, hey, are you open to talk? Hey, do you want to have a chat with me, or do you want to speak on what happened, or do you want to let it go? And I know that there's fear attached to that as well, because what if they say no, I never want to speak to you again, and then you're like, oh, okay, good. I put myself out there and got rejected. So I understand the fear, but I think, you know, deep down you know if that is how this person is going to react or not. Because I feel like you knew that person very well. And also sometimes, isn't it better to take that risk, because it keeps repeating in your head anyway? So isn't it better if you act on the situation, and then however it goes, you will be able to have the closure that you needed? Okay, Scorpio? So I think you know by this point, and I'm so sorry about the light. The sun really went down within this reading, so I'm so sorry for that. But I hope this reading gave you some sort of advice, insight, maybe a push that you needed. It's quite clear what the message is, so I hope you can take the advice, and of course listen to your own intuition. You have free will, you do whatever you want, but I think you know at this point what to do. I think it's pretty clear. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, Scorpio, and until next time, bye, Scorpio.